They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy alert. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
260. Check. Mike 42. Right here.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 48
Yellow lady. Alert. Mike 42. You're trapped.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Come on.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. He's coming in. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 54. 54 Mike. We own them.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 22!
On 1st down at Stanford. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. It's caught. Smith. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing is Stafford, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 54.
Here's Coleman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So that'll back him up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll try the left side. Vernon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 13. Check 13. SOS. Check 53.
Coleman now. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
36.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. But not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set, lady.
Check pass.
Omaha, ready, move.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check nickel. 59.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First
down, Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Vernon finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Throwing. Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Set, hut. Hey, no, no. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. All day, baby, all day. Kill. Bang.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 6 guard. Check. Mike, 53, Mike.
Focus, defense.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Mike 56.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. Blue 60.
Check 56. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Stafford complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, But let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
He's coming, double up.
To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other is just...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Monday. 57. Mike, 57. Blue down.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That'll be complete to Cook. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
We got 3. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
On third down, Stafford, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
At the Packers' 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Hey, 70!
Stafford. nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Stafford setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that is going to tie the ball game here early on. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, David. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. This is Coleman. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Go! 15 on it. 15 on it. Check. 53. Hey, watch the slant.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
55.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Got 80. 57. Come on. 32. You don't want none. 57. Mike, 57. Exit. Look at him.
Here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Banks. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Right there in the middle, 55. On the army. Big dash. Go. Check, crunch. Hey, check right. Watching your guard. Man out.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.